If you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, please drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel with your bell notifications turned on. Now let's get into the video. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we have another player review for you guys. Today we're reviewing the 83 overall Wilfried Zaha. Before this review starts guys, I want to say that as of this video going live, I am live on Twitch. So if you guys want to pop over, obviously Twitch link is in the description as of all my videos. So let's just get into the Zaha review. Alright, so let's just have a look at his attributes. First off, 90 pace broken down into 88 acceleration and 92 sprint speed. His finishing is a bit 77 finishing, 81 shot power, 76 positioning, 70 long shot. It's not great, don't get me wrong. It's, as I would say, it's pretty much average, not gonna lie. 76 vision, 76 crossing, 75 shot pass in his passing, 65 long passing. Again, not great. So 87 dribbling, 90 dribbling in his actual stat, 80 composure, 86 ball control, and 87 agility. Defending and physicality we won't really talk about because there's nothing really in there to discuss. Apart from his stamina is 75, so you know, it's not, again, not great, don't get me wrong. Alright, so in terms of how this card actually plays, first of all, I don't recommend playing him as a left mid. I know some people think 4-4-2 is like the best formation in this game. I kind of see why, but also I'm like, I like my wingers to actually, you know, do stuff, if that makes sense. I like to cut in from the wing, and every time I've used like a left mid and a right mid, they get very lost in the game. I don't know if that's just the wingers situation, or if that's just Zaha, but when he was on as a left mid, he just disappeared in pretty much all of the games. Like, I think I mentally remember, after 5 or 6, 7 games roughly, as a left mid, he had 1 assist. And that was pretty much it. Now as a left wing, or I play as a 4-2-3-1, right? And he plays as the left-sided cam. And the left-sided cams over the wingers, I just think, are so much better. But at the moment, he's played 44 games, 18 goals, and 18 assists. Not tremendous, obviously, attributes, but he's averaging a goal contribution pretty much almost every other game. You know, it's not 1 per game, but it's close. It's close. All right, I will say obviously the highlight of this card is obviously his pace. The thing that I found most that he does is when he's, I don't know. Obviously, it could work with any other winger. I imagine if I had Sterling, it would be a little bit better. But at the moment, I have him and Regulon on the left side, and them two dominate teams on the right side. Like, whether it's just, obviously, their right wingers tend to be more advanced, or their right mids, or their right backs tend to be more advanced. But at the moment, they always seem to find space. They always just run at the defense. And his dribbling is kind of lacking, don't get me wrong. While his dribbling stat is decent, I did notice sometimes, I don't know, it's hard to describe unless you've played with him, but sometimes it's kind of hard to actually beat an opponent with him, if that makes sense. And it shouldn't be too difficult, like 87 agility, 5-star skills. Again, it shouldn't be that difficult to beat an opponent with Zaha, but I don't know, it's just, I don't have the issue with many players, but it's always with Zaha. Every time on that wing, trying to beat an opponent, it's kind of difficult. Obviously, with pace, you can get around people really easily. If it's a slow center back, he just sprints past them with ease. Now, one of the most underrated things about this card, you can't really see it just from, obviously, his attributes. I don't know why it's just him that can do this. Maybe it's other wingers, maybe it's other strikers. But the most underrated thing about this card is when he's actually finishing. When you shoot a cross goal, most of the time it's in the back of the net or troubling the keeper very, very, making them perform a very difficult save. It's just, I don't know whether he's, I don't know, I can't describe it guys, but his cross-body shots where he obviously finesses it across around the keeper, or whether he's just smashing it into the far side of the net, it's really, really overpowered. Like, and obviously because of his right foot as well, most of the time on that side, he is smashing it in with his right or curling it with his right with a finesse shot, and it works so well, and I don't know why. Like, there's nothing in his stats that suggests it should do this aside from him being right-footed. One thing I do like about him as well is going back to obviously him and Regulon finding a lot of space. His positioning awareness I find to be also quite underrated, not gonna lie. Most of the time he is open, and most of the time, obviously, when there's an overlap, he's bursting at pace, trying to get to that overlap, trying to get you to notice the overlap, and obviously to make the pass. Now, he does have medium work rate. It does kind of dumb down the card a little bit, but if you have him on stay back, if you have him on stay forward, not stay back while attacking, don't do that. I did that. Oh my god, he got lost. But I mean, that's not really what you want to use him for. If you have him on stay forward, then if literally how I play is that my front four, so the 3 cams and the strikers, I have on stay forward. And obviously, because he's one that, aside from Aubameyang, he is the fastest one there. So he's always bursting with pace, trying to get on the edge of the ball, trying to get the ball, trying to advance with the ball, just trying to do stuff with it. And you know what? That pace, man. That pace is always a killer in FIFA, and it's no exception with this card. Running with him is brilliant. Just as soon as you receive the ball and he's just running, not trying to beat anyone, but obviously just try and run, he's absolutely incredible. Now obviously in terms of the chem style I would put on this card, there's pretty much only one. Because of his lacking shooting and passing, the best chem style I'd chuck on him is Deadeye. Literally increases his shooting and his passing stats up by 9 and 8. His shot power goes up by 96. So again, that smashing across the face of goal really does well in that. Its vision increases his short pass to a 90 as well as his vision to an 86. So increases passing by quite a bit. And his positioning also goes up as well when you increase his shooting. So that just makes his positional awareness even better. So in terms of his grades, guys, in terms of my enjoyment of him, I did really enjoy using him for the most part. It's just the inability to beat an opponent, and also he can kind of get lost every now and then. Like, for example, right? Obviously he has 18 and 18 in 44 games. My Bernardo Silva has 80 games, 39 goals, and 42 assists. So obviously that's 1 goal a game. And most of the time he's scoring hat-tricks when he does score. So obviously Bernardo being I mean, he is a better player in the game. But, I mean, he just has more influence on the game. And my wingers, I would like to have more influence on the game. But Zaha does get lost in most games, unfortunately. Which I would like to praise him to high heavens. Obviously, I really would, because he is a lot of fun to use. But he can get lost, and it's sometimes very annoying when he gets lost in games, because you're looking for that left winger to obviously help with the attack, but sometimes he's just not there. Sometimes he's not performing well, and I think you can get better left wingers for that. But guys, if you just need a speed demon as a left winger with 5-star skills, because you guys know 5-star skills is great, this guy is 20k, and I'd argue if you're not taking him in the FUT champs, if you're running him in squad battles, or maybe even rivals if you're at a push, he might be decent for that, but at the moment, I cannot recommend it for champs, unfortunately. So guys, that's it for the review of Wilfried Zaha. Again, if you made it all the way through this review, currently live on Twitch, so come join me on Twitch, guys. I'm currently streaming FUT champs, and I can guarantee when you go in, I'm going to be raging. So, yeah guys, that's it for the video. If you guys have enjoyed, please drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel if you're brand new around you. See you later, take care, peace.